1. Story. There's a man who wakes before the sun. He grabs his phone before his thoughts even settle. Emails, notifications, news. His day begins in chaos, and he calls it productivity. From meeting to meeting, from one task to the next, he keeps moving, afraid that if he ever stops, everything will fall apart. He eats in front of a screen. He answers messages in the car. He calls this a busy life. But when night comes, he lies in bed scrolling, and a quiet question echoes inside him. What did I actually live today? He remembers being young, having time to think, to wonder, to breathe. But now, his calendar has become his master. He's not living by choice anymore. He's reacting, performing, surviving. And the saddest part? He believes this is normal. Yet 2,000 years ago, Seneca warned us about this illusion. He wrote, "No activity can be successfully pursued by a man who is preoccupied, since the mind, when distracted, absorbs nothing deeply." We think we're advancing, but maybe we're just accelerating toward emptiness. We call it ambition, but it feels like anxiety. We call it success, but it tastes like exhaustion. The Stoics would look at our lives and ask, if you are constantly busy, who is commanding you? Because freedom isn't just the right to choose. It's the ability to be present in your own choices. This is where our reflection begins. Before we go further, subscribe to Legacy of Thinkers for daily Stoic calm and the wisdom to slow down in a restless world. 2. Stoic lesson. Freedom, the Stoics teach, begins with attention. If your attention is rented out to every pain, plan, and person, you're not choosing, you're being carried. So the first discipline is the dichotomy of control. Draw a hard line between what you govern, values, effort, focus, and what you witness, outcomes, opinions, timing. When you feel the itch to check, rush, or please, ask, is this mine to control? If not, release it. You don't owe your peace to the noise. Next, essential intent. Busyness multiplies when priorities are foggy. Write one sentence for the day. If only this happens. Today counts. That becomes your North Star. 3 essential actions. No more, earn your best hours. Everything else can queue. Practice stillness on purpose. 2 minutes before each block of work. Inhale. Lengthen the exhale. And name your posture. Calm. Clear. Deliberate. This isn't mystical. It's how you stop the body from sprinting while the mind is stumbling. Speed without presence is just panic with better branding. Use premeditatio malorum. Preview the day's frictions. Picture delays, criticism, tech failures, not to spiral, but to shrink their power. Decide your response in advance. If X happens, I remain courteous and continue the next right task. Now the day can't ambush you, it can only unfold. Guard time like a province. The Stoic ruler doesn't leave borders unmanned. Schedule white space. Protect it as seriously as a meeting with your future self. In that space, you journal. Where did I trade meaning for motion? What will I do differently in the next hour? Finally, close the ledger. At day's end, a brief audit. What was within my control? Did I act with courage, temperance, justice, wisdom? If yes, rest. If not, adjust. Guilt is a poor teacher. Clarity is a great one. This is not anti-ambition. It's ambition with a soul. Fewer tasks, deeper presence, and a life that answers to purpose, not to the calendar. 3. Reflection. Pause for a second. Think about your day, not what you did, but what you felt. How many moments today were truly yours? Moments when your mind wasn't sprinting to the next notification, the next responsibility, the next illusion of progress. The Stoics remind us that life isn't short. It's simply leaked away. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." We lose time not through tragedy, but through distraction. Every minute spent reacting instead of choosing is a small surrender of freedom. Try something simple tonight. Before you sleep, sit in silence for 60 seconds. No phone, no music, no goals, just you and the sound of your breath. Watch how strange it feels at first, then how freeing it becomes. That's not boredom, that's your soul exhaling. You don't need to slow down the world. You only need to slow down within it. Stillness isn't the opposite of success, it's the foundation of it. It's how you reclaim the part of yourself that no schedule can own. So tomorrow, when your phone lights up, when someone demands your attention, when the rush begins again, remember this. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to live deliberately. And if this message resonates with you, if you, too, are seeking clarity over chaos, presence over pressure, then share this video. Leave a comment about one thing you'll slow down for today. Like this video if it reminded you to breathe before you rush. And most of all, subscribe to Legacy of Thinkers for daily Stoic calm, timeless wisdom, and a quieter kind of strength in a world that never stops.